God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night from the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, right before. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
You know what? That was the worst edition of that song I ever heard. But
Well,
that was real funny. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe, because I'm starting to think I might have a little bit of ESP because, yeah, last week I sung White America by Eminem. Don't you know, the next day he drops an album, a sneak album. Then he started throwing shade and beef all out there. Now people coming back at him. He's been a topic in this culture for about a week. So maybe God just gonna bless America for this week. I got ESP in.
Okay.
ESP,
all right, man. That's good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I got ESP too. Yeah,
but this is American Culture Topics. I'm your host, Mills Lane. Joining me,
Trap God.
Yeah. And so we're gonna get this thing started, how we started, placing our hands over our hearts. We hold these truths to be self-evident. That all men are created equal. And they are. Yeah, man, they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's right. And then they made a Bill of Rights in this country.
Bill of Rights.
And the first thing they said is freedom of speech, freedom of the press. And I think that's right. And that's our main culture topic this week. So we're gonna talk about what we're doing. We're talking. And we're trying to be as objective when we speak. Whereas that's right. We want to bring facts. We also have opinions based on what we see. So our main culture topic this week, the American Pundit. Now, we didn't start this, clearly.
No, we didn't start this at all.
Most of the things that, go on in this country started over there in the UK. Those folks over in the UK, they like to run their mouths a lot. I think they thought they could fight the Revolutionary War by talking.
That's why they lost it. They was talking instead of shooting.
Yeah, boy, were they proven wrong. Am I right, Super Mo? With your hard eyes out for Trap.
Oh, hold up, man. Hold up. Trap tape. I'm saying Trap is tape. Go ahead with that. Playing around, man. I told you ass did that.
Salute to anybody that's in the room right now. I see Illuminati Cool in the room. I see 707 Cortez in the room. You know what I'm saying? And Super Mo, of course, throwing roses at Trap's feet. But basically,
yeah, go ahead.
A pundit is a person who offers to mass media his or her opinion or commentary on a particular subject area, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And it's basically on which he or she is knowledgeable or can at least appear to be knowledgeable or considered a scholar in a certain area.
Right.
So, that's how we break it down. But of course, we start throwing this term around like me. I have no problem throwing around this term saying it is also a term for me. No, I'm not. I'm a different level of mass media.
Yeah, a lot different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we sit here, we're trying to generate a show. We're putting out some ideals, some thought process. We we don't just make things up. We never said, hey, yeah, the president was found jerking his meat in the White House laundry room, right? Like that's not the truth.
Shit like that. No, he ain't doing shit like that.
No, we hold these truths to be self-evident. Okay.
Right. Now, he definitely did storm his dad. And there's somebody pissed on him too. Well, I don't know.
See, there you go.
See, that's what I'm saying. We was talking about pundits, right? Okay, motherfuckers on the shit talking shit. But I'm just saying that it was alleged. I said allegedly. I didn't say it happened. I said allegedly.
All right.
That's what I said.
Well, we've just moved our rating from a PG-13 to an R. Thank you very much. So,
Anyway.
So what I'm looking at and what a lot of people are looking at is how can I make this lucrative? I'll give you an example. Two fellas no longer with us, Gene Siskel and Robert Ebert.
Right, yeah.
Now these gentlemen, they sat in an empty movie theater and told us about movies that they had a chance to see before they were even released to us. They're like, hey, I'm going to tell you about E.T. Like, okay. So they sit there, they break down Drew Barrymore's 7-year-old acting skills, okay? and all of this, and all the words that they could think of after all they said, the last thing that comes out their mouth, what their rating is. So
their rating.
Yeah. So they didn't invent this. I'm pretty sure like some Roman Caesar or something invented the thumbs up, thumbs down thing.
No, they didn't invent that. No.
No, but they became millionaires because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
What you say now?
No. I was very sorry about
Oh.
Yeah. I was thinking something else.
Yeah, but here, Siskel and Ebert gives it 2 thumbs up. I had to hear this. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, but anyway, they make a lot of money, and they get too many people mad at them. You know what I mean?
What? If I made a movie, I spent $20 million on and hired such and such actor, and these guys come out and say, oh, 2 thumbs down. You're going to ruin my box office. Why? Because these 2 guys, all they do, this is their whole job, is to criticize the movies.
Yeah, and they did a good job at it too. You know what I mean? And that's what their job was. That's how they got paid, man. You know what I mean? That's how. It's the wrong word, right? Excuse me, hold on for a second.
So check this out. I got you. So, okay, what makes a pundit gain popularity? What makes a pundit gain popularity? One of the things. Go ahead, man, because you want this so bad, man. I hear it in you. I hear it.
Run it in his fucking mouth, right?
You got something so great. Get it out, man.
Tell him half truths and shit, have agendas, because you know all of us flawed in one way or another, right? Every man, woman on this planet going to be flawed before they die. They're going to be flawed, okay? So the thing is, when other motherfuckers coming up with opinions and shit, that's just bullshit. You know what I mean? That's just bullshit. Sis, you know it and I know it, right? It's like you go to a psychiatrist, but this motherfucker go to a psychiatrist, and his psychiatrist go to a psychiatrist. You know what I mean? Somebody could tell you something like, these guys may be lying their ass off, and that's the only way to get your ass up there and get nationally known. You know what I'm saying? But if you told the truth, like Louis Farrakhan, Denzel Washington, hold up, Daniel Washington, Will Smith, you know what I mean? If you told the truth like them, your words won't get heard. You know what I mean? Your words won't get heard. They didn't hear Obama because Obama wasn't trying to lie to them. You know what I mean? But if you tell us some lies and shit and throwing up some witchcraft or devil worship or whatever the hell you're doing, and you could be famous. All you got to do is start telling lies and talking shit. You know what I mean? Pointing fingers. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know? Serious shit, man.
But
celebrity, so that's
we gotta make do. But this is the world of the pundit, man. We gave everybody a chance, right? So growing up, one of the things that I like to listen to, like to listen to talk radio sometimes. Took a break between, the next hip hop song or whatever to listen to what's going on in the world. We have news radio station in Philadelphia called KYW News Radio. So we get to hear news 24 hours a day on this station, and they deliver it with a cadence, traffic on the twos. I'm pretty sure this has been heard in other areas as well. But so that was news where they're just delivering a statement. Now, for somebody to give some type of objective thought, not objective thought, but somebody to give some type of thought, I started listening to a fellow named Howard Stern. Okay? Now, for those who are not familiar, Howard Stern is a radio personality, formerly of many different radio networks from NBC to CBS. Currently works with the Sirius satellite company. So this guy was very instrumental in my growing up because he delivered his thought process and his formula was pretty simple to me. I like this formula. His formula was that of someone who wanted to talk, had something to say, and even though you couldn't see him, he was going to let you know it was a naked woman in the room. So I always thought that was pretty cool. And I always also liked the fact that he didn't just kiss these Hollywood people's ass. He didn't just say, "Oh, this lady was great. This lady was perfect. This actor's great." No, he didn't do all that. He decided to say, "You know what? You sucked in this," and he like to tell them that to their face.
Now,
you go ahead, sir. Were you talking to me?
You know what? Actually, I lost concentration.
Remember that mute button. Remember that mute button. Remember that mute button. Listen. Remember the mute button. That's all. We're going to move on.
Okay?
Have at it. So anyway, I was enjoying this Stern fella, I started getting a little older. A black man in this country. Stern wasn't making that much sense to me. He had this lady, Robin Quivers, black woman, but I never saw her trying to push or at least represent the black agenda. So here comes this half breed fella, half Italian, half black. He starts showing up on the radio, named Star, and he has a show called Star and Buck Wild. And I seen these guys on MTV before, but once they got on the radio, I finally had a chance to hear what this guy was talking about. And a lot of his input happened to be that of a viewpoint that I would grow fond of, which is objectivity, which he would later describe. But when he first started, the first thing it sounded like it came out of his mouth was, "Oh, this rapper sucks. That rapper sucks." It just seems like he just wanted to say everybody sucked. As time went on, I started realizing he didn't
back,
like.
Man.
Okay, good. Well, I'm on Star and Buck Wild now. I started getting an understanding that he didn't really like hip hop because some of his heroes were like bands like Chic, where you would hear the song "Good Times." Dun, these are the good times. Dun, dun,
Right.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, well, hip hop like stole that beat and did everything they could to that beat. They skeeted all over that beat. Cause I said the hip, the hop, the hip, the hip, the hip hop, you don't stop, right?
Yeah,
So so to me, Star seemed like he always had a problem with hip hop because of that. but his viewpoints were good there. But he also started talking about things that made a lot of sense to me, which was you have the right to exist in this country of America too. That's kind of what he was saying to me. You got a right to walk around in America with your gun in your pocket too. You have a right to go out here and make business, do business. You have that right. Nobody can't tell you don't have that right. And if somebody try to tell you that you don't have that right, spit on them. Tell them, get that F out of here. That's something he would say. So anyway.
But that's the thing about it, right?
Yeah.
America was built on putting a thumb down on somebody. You know what I mean? You know, it's like it was built that way in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Day one, when the Pilgrims realized that they were going to eat, rape, and rob the Indians that helped them out, they Pocahontas and shit. You know what I mean? You know, you heard Pocahontas. They Pocahontas and they did that. They did these things. It's their history. That's what they wrote they did. So you know what they did was better than that. You know what I mean? If they say they did that, it was 20 times better. But listen, how can people that look in the eyes of people who they have done wrong over the beginning of this country and still sit there and say, "Oh, we didn't do nothing wrong. It did nothing wrong. It wasn't my father." You benefited off of the system for years and years and years. In some places, they still benefit from that system. You know what I mean? Jim Crow covered up and called something different now. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What pundit talked about that, sir?
Well,
Or is that you?
say what?
Is that you? You the pundit talking about Jim Crow right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about Jim Crow never went away. You know what I mean? Soon as they, how you free 40 million people, and then 12 million as they said. But anyway, feed all these people, and then all of a sudden say, "Oh, well, you know what? Ooh, it's kind of crazy that it's kind of crazy that somebody would think that." Oh, okay.
So those are the guys that were inspirational to me growing up. Now, Then there's guys that I actually listen to because I had to learn that I needed to know what the hell was going on the other side of America. I thought that the other side of America, in my mind, if I was going to be a complete person, I needed to know what the other side was thinking about.
Well, see, that's the thing about it.
What I do, what did I do? What I did, I turned on the EIB network. There's this guy named Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that rapist, drug motherfucker.
Oh, fat
when you talk about
right?
kill junkies, kill anybody sell crack, use crack, you kill all the crackheads. I was like, damn. Then they caught his ass on that shit, right? On some old shit, some opioids and shit, whatever.
Yeah, you're all over the place. But for those who don't know, Rush Limbaugh is a conservative, basically a conservative talk show host. And
used to be. Well, he still is, I guess.
He gets money from telling people not to listen to the Huffington Puffington Post and listen to an old Rush Bowl and stuff like that. I got attached to listening because during what was it, President Bill Clinton's impeachment proceedings, he had a lot to say in regards to how, the White House should be done, what should happen. And then these guys lose steam, and this happens on both sides. When the party that they like is actually in power, they don't really have that strength, because they have the power. So it's like, well, what you mad about now? The guy. So you can imagine now. The only thing probably coming out his mouth. I've been stopped listening. I got what I needed. I see that guy still taking a knee and all. They're giving him money. And stuff like that. So, because they're in power, and when
see, that's the thing. See, like I said, that's still Jim Crow shit. You know what I mean? That's still Jim Crow shit.
Sir, you're going to have to correlate Jim Crow and pundits for me.
Okay, listen to me. Because, listen, some of the bullshit that's going on out there, the hurricane that hit Puerto Rico, even back farther than that, when Katrina hit New Orleans, people were left to die. You know what I mean? And some were actually executed. Okay? That's Jim Crow shit. Okay? So they put a spin on it and said this shit didn't happen, right?
I'm sorry, sir. You did not connect Jim Crow to pundits.
I'm trying to connect, but you telling me to cut.
Sir, I'm pulling out. I'm pulling out the microphone cord. Pulling out your microphone cord.
Well, I ain't arguing with you. You know what I mean? But anyway, bottom line.
Okay. So next step,
the way you treat somebody, right, and the way they think, and your way of thinking is not the same. So if I can't understand them because I can't think that dark, you know what I mean? Not no more. I used to be dark, but I'm not that dark no more. I'm not no double worshiping dude, man.
Gotcha. But do you know that there's different types of pundits? I mean, we don't stop at political pundit. We don't stop at social pundit. We also have technology pundits. We have sports people who are pundits.
The Home Shopping Network.
We have fashion pundits. That's right. Yeah. So there's different avenues, there's different lanes where you can be a pundit. You do not have to suffer to Jim. You can be a Jim Crow pundit, which sounds like the lane that you're trying to go down. God damn it.
Listen, man. Okay, listen. This only reason this shit exists, right? It can't exist in no other places in the world, basically, and shit. This bullshit that's going on in America you can't even get this much of shit in any country and shit, because we got all the shit in the world.
You just keep saying shit. You have this bullshit, man. As a pundit, hold on, time out, sir. 1 second, sir. Right. As a pundit, is all over you have to formulate some type of substantive sentence. You can't say this shit is going to continue to shit because of the shit of the shit.
Okay,
you
all
have
right,
to
okay,
actually
excuse me.
mix in
Okay,
some other words
okay,
that make something so that your opinion can
I
be
heard that.
expressed.
I heard you. Let me go ahead on. Let me move on.
Thank you.
Okay, now what I'm saying is that even when you go to the shopping network, you have pundits. You when you do everything and look at anything, media and whatever, when you read it, it's still the same. Listen, but you have to figure out and be smart enough to know what's true and what's not. And you know racism when you see it and when you hear it and when you feel it. You know what I mean? Nobody don't have to tell you that. You should know that. Okay? But to say that you don't know it and then you do this stuff, it's like, listen, man, everybody is doing everything they want to do. Anything they want to do is say what they want to say on the radios or whatever. You TVs and movie stars and rappers and everybody talking shit. That's all I know.
Oh, there you go. And now a public service announcement from American Culture Topics. Guys, Trap's getting up there in age, and sometimes he doesn't understand the points. Shut up, man! I'm trying to get you some money. Shut up. Sometimes he doesn't understand.
I swear to God, man.
A from B or C from D. And he has a disease called shit-ovitis. And what happens? No, shit-ovitis.
Shit-ovitis.
No, shit-ovitis. You ever heard of gingivitis? Well, you got shit-ovitis. This is where you just keep saying the word shit to replace a few words. And
okay, fine.
It's an uncurable disease, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
But one of the things that'll help.
Right now, I'm gonna cure it right now.
One of the things, if you don't let me get this money,
okay, I'm all right. Yeah, all right. Listen, man, I'm done. I'm gonna leave you.
One of the things that may help. One of the things that may help Trap is by sending him a donation to his PayPal. PayPal.me/TrapGardner. And what'll happen is maybe he'll see some money and it'll let him know that he doesn't have to live such a shitty existence with shit-ovitis. This has been a message from American Culture Topics.
You know what?
So
that's
Trap,
motherfucking ugly.
Trap, do you have any favorite pundits?
The girl on one of them home shopping networks and shit, you know.
Well, you've mentioned Home Shopping Network 5 times. I want to cut that. I want to cut of that check.
I ain't getting no money from them. I'm just saying that I like. Listen, it's like my movies. I like shit. I like shit that can't happen. You know what I mean? I don't like this shit that could happen. Shit-ovitis. The stuff that go on. I'm like, yo, that can really happen. I don't want to see no stuff like that, man. Why not? Why the fuck I want to see the World Trade Center movie, the planes hitting again and all that? I've seen it and I saw it live. You know what I mean? I saw some of it live. Listen, I wouldn't want to. Why would you want to go to the movie and see something like that? That can happen, but now when I look at Star Wars or Star Trek, this shit ain't this stuff ain't never going to happen. So I'm happy.
So, so what's that pundit's name again? Anyway, I enjoy the current pundits of today. A lot of the people from the Instagram posts I made earlier, I enjoy listening to their shows. I enjoy independence. I also have no problem enjoying what's that, the Breakfast Club? I think that's a pretty good program. So, just to keep, just to see and understand, although sometimes their viewpoints get slanted, and like you said, it's up to the viewer or listener to really pay attention and make sure that you're getting the facts
Yeah,
or
check it out.
Yeah, double check us.
Check it out.
Don't think we perfect. And I say we being any pundit. It's a lot of opinion, a lot of emotion mixed with fact. I didn't say how much fact. Yeah, notice. So yeah, and one day we'll get our show and we get some cameras, and of course we're gonna have to be on some platform where we're allowed to say shit more than 13 times.
You know what? Hold up. You know what? I ain't said the word in a while. I've been quiet, right? With that, right?
Because I've been talking. Right. Understood.
Yeah. Let's move on to another story.
So you wanna wrap this up with the pundits? You wanna make another statement about Jim Crow?
Well, all I hear now is Jim Crow shit, man. That's all I hear is shit, you know what I mean? This Supreme Court boy coming in now. You watch your shit. Y'all motherfuckers watch. Better. You know what? You're going to wish you would have voted. You know what I mean? This ain't no bullshit. You watch your shit. I'm telling you, man. This was a plan, man. Mm-hmm. This evil empire came and struck back. The Republic of America came back and shit and said, I'm going to fuck y'all in the ass now. Y'all put a nigga in there. Excuse me, black. Anyway, all right. Let me leave that alone. Let's move on, man. Let's go to another, the next story. You know what I mean?
And my final thought on pundits are, do what you have to do. Say what you have to say. Can I speak? Shit mouth. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Please be honest. And be endearing to your base, because that's who's going to pay you, right? Anyway, we're moving on. So, our American culture history moment, this day in American culture, we focus on the assassination attempt of William McKinley, which was later proven to be successful. So while attending the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, President William McKinley was shot twice by Leon Salzgloff, who was some type of anarchist. So Leon, of course, was a native son born of Polish immigrants. So was he a DACA?
I don't know, man. You know what I mean?
But
all I know is that Leon, he ended somebody.
Leon was an anarchist. Leon, he didn't like big business because the leftist philosophy sought to defend the rights of the working class against the ruling class. And so he wanted to overthrow the government in that way. If you ever looked at the basis of the left and the right, their end game is to overthrow government, both of them.
They want to overthrow each other. You know what I mean? In a way, yeah, they do. They want to overthrow each other. And I think that...
Look it up, London Taylor. Look it up, damn it. Tired of you. But anyway, salute D. Holla, Cali Connected. I seen London Taylor showed up. Thank you. I saw Nikki Jean in the house. John Paul Shelton. Hugh Jazzo. I think that's how you say your name. I thought I saw Cliff Bravo in here. Everybody. Thank you so much. So yeah. That old Leon, man. He out here shooting presidents. That ain't right.
Yeah. You know what? There you go.
Leon had a big problem with capitalism.
Okay. Well, I do too and shit in a way. You know what I mean? I'm not a communist. I'm a moral socialist.
Don't call yourself a communist.
No, I'm not a communist.
Don't do that.
You know what I mean? But I know somebody in love with a communist. But anyway, Leon, so he killed the president. Well, he shot the president. Then they operated on the president. But the thing was that they had the technology to save this man, right? And they didn't. You know what I mean? They didn't use it. You know? They allowed him to die. You know? They had an X-ray machine there. You know what I mean? They had a couple of other new technologies that were being introduced at that show to save this dude, right?
Oh, because they weren't sure the side effects of the X-ray. They were like, wait a minute, it's the president. We don't want to just go trying no experimental stuff on the president.
Oh, it's all right to experiment and shit. That's how you get there. Somebody got to die, you know? You know the deal. You know what I mean? What's up with that, man? Stop playing. You know? You have to keep this real, man. You know what I mean? These boys was experimenting years and years and years ago on people and shit, so they could just use some shit on that president to save his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a lot going on in that time, too.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
There were earlier assassinations.
Back up.
Wait a minute. Assassination of some Russians, Tsar Alexander II. Assassination of a French president, Marie-Francois Sadi Carnot, and also a bombing in Greenwich Observatory in London.
Wow.
And then Kozlov, his might have inspired the, well, also another one was the assassination of King Umberto I of Italy. So a lot of cats taking losses back then.
Yeah, well, see, it's like terrorists, right? They were terrorists and they got forgot. You know what I mean? I guess because their ethnicity, I guess, or I don't know what it is, but they were forgotten terrorists because, you know, like, them motherfuckers was killing heads of states and shit, right? You know what I mean? And the thing about it is that you don't hear about these people like prominently. You know, they talk about, you know, people killing certain people. But when you start killing heads of state, you some bad boys and shit. You know what I mean? Seriously, the people don't have to worry about you taking shots at them. You just trying to kill this motherfucker. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's just amazing that these terrorists existed way back then, you know? And it's like a bad dream and shit, you know? It's a continuous shit, right? Oh, excuse me, I said shit again. Excuse me again. Okay, listen. All right. So anyway, they had these terrorists existed back then, and they try to say where the roadblock, where it all came out of. You know, how did this begin? You know, who begun this? You know what I mean? And all I look at is them. They're the terrorists. You know what I mean? They're the real terrorists. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know?
Well,
all you gotta do is check their body count. You know what I mean? That's all. Check the body count.
And that was this day in American history. Moving on, because we got other topics to cover.
Yeah.
Our Me Too of the week. This one pretty much happened right after, on Friday, as most of America was paying attention to the funeral and homegoing procession for Aretha Franklin. There was a minister, a lot of eyes, and a lot of touching going on to current pop singer Ariana Grande. We pretty much watched on as she was hugged by the officiating pastor Charles H. Ellis III. But the way he hugged her, he ended up with some side boob, and
Oh,
and he didn't let go. I mean, he's a pastor, right? So this
yeah.
guy,
Well,
he has a wife. Just saying, he knows the feel of a woman. He knows what a woman feels like, right?
yeah.
It's not like a Catholic priest. He
No.
only know what little boys feel like.
Yeah.
But he knows what a woman feels like. And she just got finished singing, what? You make me feel like, right? So he kept hearing that song over and over in his head, listening to that lady sing it. So he just wanted to feel natural woman, huh?
Well, I mean, as being a pastor, I think that he should have known that proper way to hug a woman and not get knocked out by somebody or get yourself in trouble is the shoulder hug and not the mid-waist hug or the ass hug. None of those kind of hugs. You know what I'm saying? Because I swear to God, if I was there and that was my woman that he did that to, we'd be fighting right there, right at the funeral. Says, I'm telling you, I ain't going for nothing like that. Not me. No, not
So,
gonna
so,
happen.
so it's kind of, and it's like she probably was in shock,
Well,
and we didn't see but there was some fellows behind her.
oh yeah,
One
that's
was a
true.
former president who knows his way around whatever. I'm gonna be nice because he might, I don't want to be known for that guy that sent him over the cliff. But
Yeah,
Jesse
yeah.
was
He
up
don't need
there.
nobody to throw his ass under the cliff, man. Under what you call. It's a tape. It's a tape.
Jesse wasn't looking for nobody that's trying to perform no assassination. So Jesse was looking at that Ariana Grande.
Listen, you know what? She is a very, very, very nice young lady. I mean, it's nice. That is nice. I'm telling you, baby. That's nice. So I can understand, but I can't understand it doing this at the funeral. Yeah, I mean, it was like really disrespectful. Seriously. And anybody can read lips to know what they really were saying. But I know what they were saying because I'm a man, and I have flaws too. You know what I mean? I have
Look,
done. Yeah, well, hey,
I even caught her in having a picture with your boy Minister Farrakhan. Well, he my boy too, but
he died. He died.
yeah,
He a truth teller too. You know what I mean? But he's
yeah,
standing there. He's sitting there. He ain't say a word. You know what I mean? My
he
brother
was
kept his
smiling
head.
hard.
Oh yes, he was.
And he got him an up close and personal picture too.
Yeah, well, that's who he is. He's a friendly guy. You know what I mean?
So the whole time, so afterwards, of course, they asked Ariana Grande's her fiance. His name is Pete Davidson. They're like, yeah, what was up, man? Like, he's like, I wish I would have been there to save her.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I don't know if people would have saved her or not. You know what I mean? But I think that I'm telling you the shit, man. That was listen. I think if he had any feelings for her at all, and that went on in front of his face, that he would go over there and smack the shit out the left Reverend and beat the shit, if not knock him out. But I'm saying let's go for the straight knockout. You know what I mean? That's the only way that the world know that that's mine. Feel me? I ain't playing no
okay.
games with my I ain't no. Not with my cat. You know what I mean? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. What?
Well,
Man.
our celebrity of the week is Colin Kaepernick.
Yay!
Colin Kaepernick, for those who don't know, he was a quarterback in the National Football League. He went to Nevada University. He was drafted in the second round by the 49ers. He played with the 49ers from 2011 to 2016. He went to the Super Bowl and lost in a valiant effort against the Baltimore Ravens. That's the Super Bowl when Beyonce performed her satanic ritual at halftime, and then the lights went out.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What happened? Oh,
That was
sorry. I stepped off my Pundit square, huh? Went too far? Too far?
Yeah, man. That's what be like that, man. You know better than that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Anyway, it was in New Orleans, though, so don't,
Yeah, yeah.
I know how you get down in the Big Easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so Colin Kaepernick's celebrity would have ended on the football field. But it really just begun on the football field. Because a couple years ago, he decided to protest injustice, social injustice, by way of bad policing efforts, where he felt as though too many innocent, unarmed people were being shot, killed, and nobody was getting in any trouble for it. So he decided to take a seat on the bench during the national anthem. Somebody saw him and got, hey, what's he doing? What's this all about? And they asked him. He told them. And then the uproar happens. A lot of Americans became pundits and said, he's being disrespectful to our troops. Because there are troops on the field, usually with the flag, presenting the flag and the nation's colors. So Mr. Kaepernick went to the next step. He was approached by a serviceman who told him the proper way he should take a knee to honor the fallen. And I guess the soldiers tell him fallen troops, but he like, oh yeah, I got fallen people too. People out here getting shot, killed by cops illegally. Nobody's doing nothing about it. I'm taking the knee for them. Well, that still didn't please everybody. It's America, freedom of speech, but we don't have freedom of consequences of our
now I
speech.
can go with Jim. Now I can go with Jim Crow. Now,
here's where Jim Crow works. You're right. You can't tell somebody they're doing something wrong if it ain't the law. He's at his workplace. If they had a law saying he couldn't take a knee like they do in the NBA, then he would have been in the wrong and he would have had to get up. But they didn't have that law. Right?
Yeah.
So what's the problem? Well, fast forward. He asked to be let out of his contract with the 49ers. He was let out, and he was not picked up by any other team.
Wow.
But he did promise in that year to donate $1 million to different groups and platforms, and he did. He broke out the money. He also has a website where he teaches know your rights camps. So Colin Kaepernick's, he's out here living it. And the main thing that has came up was he was just awarded, well, he was already under contract with Nike, but he was awarded their top spokesperson for their anniversary campaign. You might have seen it today or recently. You know, and so that's why he's our celebrity of the week. You got any thoughts on Colin Kaepernick, sir?
A great American hero. You know what I mean? He's probably going to go down as the Ali of this generation. This generation, yeah, not my y'all generation. He's going to go down as one of the greatest heroes.
And that's Muhammad Ali, not Super Mo Ali. Right.
So he stood for something. You know what I mean? And then Nike said, you know what? We're going to stand for something too. You know what I mean? The man that did nothing wrong, and y'all going to just cut his money off like that because, you know, that's his trade, right? Like, his trade was football. I mean, he's obviously an intelligent man, so I guess he got his diploma too. I hope he did. If he did, go back and get it. But he just is a very intelligent young black man. He carries himself in a way that makes them mad because he kind of go untouchable by them. You know what I mean? Because he ain't told no lies. See, he told the truth. He only spoke the truth. You know what I mean? But they lied and said all kinds of nasty stuff about him. Now they burning Nike gear. Good, burn it. You know what I mean? You know, I really never really liked Nike gear myself. It's kind of like an Adidas man. But you know what? I think I might start a change. It's time for a change, mate.
So Nike got you, huh? They got you.
Yeah, they earned my dollar and shit. You know what I mean? So, they're acting like they got some goddamn sense.
So for everybody that said they're not going to buy Nike anymore, here's a person saying they are going to buy Nike. So kudos. So what's up?
Yeah, but anyway, that thing is like, it's like the boy like a beautiful person, man. He did some really beautiful shit. You know what I mean? Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. He did some really good stuff. You know what I mean? And he talked, like I said, he's very elegant in his speech. You know what I mean? He ain't overly aggressive in his speech. He just makes the points that make sense to me. You know what I mean? He make those points. You know, and I like him. I do. I think that maybe he should run for office or something. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. So salute to Colin Kaepernick. He also, I forgot to say this, he also has a legal case, a grievance against the NFL, because he's like, hey, these guys barred me from the league. They tried to block me, blackmail me, blackball. There you go. That one.
There you go. There you go. So, you got it. Blackball.
So that case is still ongoing.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll have more on Colin Kaepernick in the future episodes. Let's move on to our cop shot of the week. One dead after police-involved shooting in Hollywood, Florida. According to police, the situation began after officers from both Hollywood and Miami police departments went to serve a search warrant at a home along Flanger and 57th Avenue. One officer was looking for the suspect. They heard a noise, and then everybody ran in there, and voila, killing. So my question is, and I put it in my notes. It's like, is a search warrant like code for a license to kill?
Well, yes, it can be if it's written the right way. You know what I mean?
This is our third straight week where somebody they're supposed to be serving a warrant. You're trying to give somebody a piece of paper, or you're trying to put handcuffs on them. Like what happened to bounty hunters and whatnot?
Well, dog and them got shot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yes, dog and them got shot.
Yeah, as soon as dog got shot, he said, "Ow, nigga!" So yeah, but
yeah, man.
we got too many. It's too many times where I'm just saying, like right now, cops busting my door. They're looking for somebody else. I don't know you're a cop. I just know you busted my door. That's what happened to the gentleman a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, it's going to keep on happening too because, like, they say they got all this technology and shit. They could do this and do that, but well, why don't you use that shit? You know what I'm saying? Instead of like kick it down the door, send a drone in. Yo, you know what I mean? Yo, we looking for so and so. Come on out, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And send a drone in. You know what I mean? But no, they have guns blazing. Like I said, they quarter what the warrant is for. You know how they go. You know what I mean? And sometimes it don't even matter what the warrant is for, some dumb shit. And they still do the same damn thing when they serve them warrants like that. And they got another thing they do too and shit. I don't know if they do it in other cities, but they call it the warrant squad. And what they do is they swoop down on a certain corner that get busy with a lot of bullshit, a lot of stuff. And they ask everybody for ID, and they got this machine that could do a fingerprint right on the spot. You know what I mean? Just roll it over. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm just waiting for the bus. I don't know why I got to get involved in this. I just came from work. And they're like, yeah, you do. Like, this came from work. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead, man. Let me see your work ID. Here you go, right here. Okay, see you later. But anyway, these mugs is crazy, man. Seriously, because some of the people they're after is really crazy too. But they know they know who the crazy ones is. You know what I mean? The ones that have a history of fighting back at cops and shooting at cops and stabbing cops and stuff like that. But they don't go messing with them like that because usually they white. Excuse me. Anyway, the other color.
Hey, I'm just concerned. It's what they call it when it starts becoming crazy. Epidemic. Yeah.
Epidemic of killing of black people.
All right. So we've knocked out an hour. So we got our local, national, and world topics left.
Oh, we got
so those want to hang with us. Oh, we got it. Because the first one ties into why we trying to get off the air so fast. Our local topic this week. Bud Light unveils the Philly Special statue outside of the Eagles Stadium.
Oh, really?
Yes. So this is a good time. So they got a statue of quarterback Nick Foles looking when he walked over to head coach Doug Peterson, and when it was 4th and 1, inside of 2 minutes in the first half of this last year's Super Bowl. Well, this year's Super Bowl. Sorry. Woo! I'm trying to rush this season, ain't I? Mm-hmm. Anyway, when he was over, and he asked Doug Peterson, "What you want, Philly?" And Doug looked at him for half a second and said, "Yeah, let's do it." And that was such a magical play. It didn't. I don't think it broke the Patriots, but it was just the perfect play because I guess Bud Light last year and this year they started their advertisement where they got the guys and the king saying "dilly dilly, dilly dilly," right? And we're Philly, so Nick Foles said, "Oh, you want Philly?" The play is the Philly Special, but he called it Philly. So they made a statue.
Hey, and, you know what? I'm sorry. That's the first statue that I didn't have to pay for, or my people didn't pay for. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my mind just went somewhere else. I'm sorry, man. But anyway.
Yeah, your mind ain't the only one because if you saw our slide deck, man, one of the pundits has on a blue dress and basically been the topic of the chat room. Jeez, more than shitivitis. Woo! So thanks, Bud Light, for the statue because we were very concerned about what was going to be the statue that commemorated the Eagles' win of the Super Bowl. So this one fits. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make more. So moving on, our national story focuses on, and I believe you brought this up earlier when you were talking about Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Apparently, some parts, and it's few, but there's still some parts of Puerto Rico are still torn up. You know, this is an American territory, and we're talking a year later, a whole year.
Well,
and there's still parts tore up. What's going on, man? Well, I'm gonna tell you, FEMA sent unqualified workers, oh boy, to Puerto Rico after Maria.
You know, they said like more than 90% of them couldn't speak Spanish. You know what I mean?
So they sent workers that couldn't speak Spanish.
They couldn't speak Spanish, man.
We got people running from a Spanish-speaking country, hopping over borders and swimming through the Rio Grande to come to America that speak Spanish. How about we, send them? See, this is when a deal maker would make deals even with the bad guys. Make the deal. You sat down with Kim Jong-un, right? You should make a deal. Hey, I'll let you stay in America for a year, Mexican, if you go to Puerto Rico and rebuild it. You don't think they would sign that deal? Now we might leave them in Puerto Rico. Wow. Because Trump is not that honorable of deal, man. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Everybody get beat, right? He like that, the dying king of white people. The orange people. He dying king and shit. And I believe dying king running this country.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, but it's sad.
Only in America, goddammit.
Only in America. We sent 54% unqualified. So that's just waste. That's waste. And remember, even Donald Trump, he was one that we sent down there that was unqualified. Oh. He down there. Yeah, he's shooting paper towels like it's a free throw.
Yeah. Like, I just got dumped on by 3 hurricanes and shit. A hurricane and 2 tropical depressions or whatever. They got hit hard twice and shit last year, right? The first one was a glancing blow. The other one was a blow. You know what? And how do they treat the Puerto Ricans like this? And myself saying, if a disaster happened in the hood that I'm from, right?
You saw it firsthand in New Orleans, dude.
Yeah,
we saw it firsthand.
But I saw it, and I saw when they tried to cross the bridge, they shot them. I saw that the car dealerships and the city buses got flooded out, and they left people behind. They still said they left people behind. Okay, I got 500 cars on my lot, and 90% of them are new. I'm gonna take and say, you know what? Here's the keys. You know what I mean? I get the car back if I don't. Well, whatever. You know what I mean? But they let them flood it out so they could get their insurance money. It was all about the greed, but it was nothing about the people. You know what I mean? They didn't have no heart for the people. So you had car dealerships that were flooded out, buses got flooded out, and all kinds of stuff got flooded out down there while people were trapped. Now, I don't understand that. I don't have no understanding of it. I don't live on the dark side no more. I'm trying to go and stay in the light. I don't want to understand it. But the deal is what happened in Puerto Rico, what happened in New Orleans, everybody needs to get ready. If something happened where you at, okay, you need to get ready to get the hell up out of there. Get the hell up out of there, you know. So if a disaster happened in my neighborhood and they didn't do anything about it, uh, I'm quite sure that if I'm not there when it happens, I'm gonna be one mad motherfucker.
Well,
I'm serious. I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why them. That's why them boys from the Taliban always attacking them, not us. You know what I mean? Because they know if one of those planes would have landed in the hood, oh hell no.
that's where the soldiers come from.
Hey, you hit the hood and shit, we gonna get back, we gonna be back, god damn it. You know what I mean? When we hit the ground and shit, I swear to God, you'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see. They ain't want that fight, you know what I mean? They ain't want that mad fight, no. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the body count. You kiss the body count of America. You know what I'm saying?
So, and Maria, to everybody, for those keeping score, Hurricane Maria was under the Trump administration.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
all right.
Was under whose?
That was George W. Bush.
Yeah. Another R. You see what you get with them R's? Trying to tell you.
Just reactions. Just bad reactions. That's all. Bad reactions.
Bad reactions, my ass. Yeah.
Finally, our final topic. We're going world with this one. So, and it was pretty nice. We talked about pundits earlier. Our show was centered around it. How does it feel? How about this? Russian authorities have charged a feminist blogger with inciting hatred. Wait a minute. So she colluded with people to incite hatred. Ain't that like the same thing they got Trump out here doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, Lyubov Kalugina, she describes herself as a radical feminist of a separatist breed. So she's being, what? What's up? What you know about that, Trap?
Well, she just said that, of a separatist breed, she just like a female colony, of females that just females and shit, no males and shit, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And she also said in that statement was that they got a way of still breeding children. She said that too. I know you did. Okay, all right.
So one of the things she did was she put up a picture of oh gosh, I forget what it was. Oh, she put up a picture of a woman with a frying pan, and she captioned it, "Beat up a brute, save Russia." Like,
kill your man.
It's so lame. It was so lame. But since everybody in Russia played chess, they think it's some calculated, chess move where she's trying to set them up for the Queen's Gambit or some nonsense like that. So, but this ain't the first time. You hear me? This ain't the first time that we've heard about Russia being a little extra with the ladies. Remember, they tried to prosecute the feminist punk group Pussy Riot. Pussy Riot.
Yeah.
Pussycat Dolls is an American pop group.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to say pussy. I just, you know what I'm saying, man.
But you have to know the right pussy, because if you're going after the wrong pussy,
no, I always go after the right pussy, man. Sometimes I deviate, but anyway, but yeah, I can always get the right pussy. You know what I mean?
Be presidential about the pussy. There you go.
Yeah, well,
So anyway,
any Leo women out there, hi.
They also gave somebody a 2-year suspended sentence for playing Pokemon Go inside of a church. Yeah, so Russia kind of, I mean, I thought this story was important to us because, our president kind of buddy with the leader over there. So if he can figure out a way to start, as he's already tried to say flag burning should be a crime, and starting to threaten our free speech. All the stuff he say that's way over the line, and he want to start threatening our free speech. So
that's way over the line there.
Just being mindful of what he's saying, and as the people dwindle away from the platform this night, because yes, it is kickoff of that national league that plays football. To those who continue to protest by not buying items, good for you. But if you don't want to protest and you feel like buying items, good for you too. Because you are American. You are the culture, and you are our topics. Trent Gardner, thank you so much. And as always, Trap can be reached via PayPal. PayPal.me/Trap Gardner. Help him with his shitivitis.
You know what? There you go. See,
and that's right.
That's what I was trying to do.
And of course, I am Mills Lane. You can find me every once in a while running my mouth or saying something on the Instagrams at What's Wrong with Dad. And YouTube, Mills Lane. And PayPal.me/Mills Lane. If you feel as though the content is where it should be, or even if it's not, let me know. Let me know what I can work on.
Yeah.
But for all that, it's time for the Super Bowl champions to defend their crown. And for all of us here at American Culture Topics, we say salute. Thanks for joining. Salute. Blue Label, Ryan Atkins showed up. Salute, sir. Thanks to all that showed up, and we appreciate it. And we will catch you guys next week.
Next week. Yeah.
Unless Trap's shitivitis gets worse.
You know what, man? I told you now. You're going to have to stop that shit, man. I'm telling you, I don't mind coming down there and whooping you up. You know what I'm saying?
My home, sweet home.
Anyway, good night. America. Peace, love, and happiness. Is that it?